In this video, we'll solve the coding problems that has been asked in TCS NQT 2024 on 3rd of May in slot 2. The questions were pretty easy, and the tweak in this shift was the second question is easier than the first question. First question is also easy, but there is a trick that you need to apply. Trick means, or you can say the method or anything. So hello everyone, my name is Aditya Mishra and you are watching Prime Coding. If you are preparing for on-campus, off-campus or any of the coding exam, you are at the right place. I put the content which will help you to prepare for your on-campus, off-campus or any of the exams preparation. So please subscribe the channel and let's move to the question. As the question states, a person has many shoes, okay, of different size and he wants to arrange them. Okay, calculate the number of pair of shoes. We need to calculate the number of pair of shoes. So in one pair, we know that there are two shoes of different sizes. As you can see in the input, the first line would be the length of the array, and array is in the string format. Everything you should notice, guys, because if you are taking the input in int or any other format, it may give you error. Or I have created a particular video to how to take input in TCS NQT exam, because there are many errors that students are facing, and I have covered each and every error in detail and the tricks to execute your program. Please have a look. It will help you to ace your TCS NQT exam. Okay, so 7L means 7 size shoes of left leg. 7R means right leg shoes of 7 size. Fine. So you need to create the pair of shoes, like how many valid pairs that you can form from this. For creating valid pairs, you need the same size and same size and different location, like different left or right. Fine. So the valid pair would be 7 left, then it needs 7 right. Then how you can do this question? It is about the question now. Now you can see, let me write the array like 7L, 7R, 7L, 8L, 6R, 7R, 8R, 6R. Fine. So the valid pairs would be 7 length would be combined to 7R, it forms a one pair. 7 length would combine to 7R, forms second pair. 8 left will combine to 8R and form the third pair. So total number of genuine or valid pairs are 3 pairs that he can arrange his shoes, and rest of the pairs are to be ignored because they doesn't have any corresponding pair. Fine. So how you can do that? If you give this question to a layman guy, like you don't need to do coding, how he can do it? Definitely, just we need to map the solution. For an example, I would say, if these all shoes in a club you have given to you, what you will do? You will segregate each shoes according to their size. Like if this is a 7 length, you will map it to the 7 right. You will find the 7 right where is the right shoes, so that you can match it and make it a pair. And if I give you the 8 left, then you will find the 8 right in the shoes deck. If you got it, then you have found your match pair and you are good to go for a wear. Is that the way the layman guy will do? Yes. So firstly, try to solve without knowing about the coding and all. Try to solve by yourself. If you are able to, then you can write the code easily. So what I did, I have mapped the shoes with corresponding shoes. So same thing I will do. I will create a mapped data structure. I will use a mapped data structure. In that, I will store each and every shoe size with their corresponding location. Like 7L, how many times it's been repeated? 2 times it's been repeated. 7R, how many times it's been repeated? 2 times it's been repeated. Then similar to 8L, how many times? 1 time. Then 8R, how many times it is repeated? 1 time. Then 6R, similar to that, will fill the map. Fine. Then what I will do, when I will traverse over the map, firstly I will see the key. If key is of left shoe, I will try to find the corresponding right shoe. If it exists in the map, then what I will do, I will take the intersection of them. What I am telling you is, if my key value is 7 left, I will search or I will put a condition whether the 7 right exists in the map or exists in the shoe store. If it is, then what I will do, like I will see the quantity of the shoes. 7 left, comma, how many 7 left we have? we have 2 7 lefts. And 7 hours, how many 7 hours we have? We have 7 hours as 3. So the valid pair can be formed is the minimum of both of them would form the valid pairs. So minimum of them will be 2. So 2 pairs you can form of 7 size. Great. Similar thing will do with the rest of the size and your answer is solved. This is a tweak that you need to do, and how you can do it is because a layman may just think, okay, we have a map, okay, we'll take all the shoe size, then we'll segregate all the stuffs and we are good to go. But in code, you need to tell each and everything to the compiler. So, or how we teach the compiler so that the compiler can produce the output that you need. Fine. Let's move to the Python code to see it. So Python code states that what I'm doing, I am firstly taking the input as per the input format, and second line I will take the space separated string value. Great. It is my store, which is map, which is I'm using here. You can use any types of default dict collections if it is working in the compiler. If it is not, then you should know how to do without those modules and libraries also. So in this case, I'm using this one, but if you use any of the collection, the code will be reduced with few lines. So if shoe size is the size, or I am taking the string out from the given input and putting into my map. If it is already been existed, I will increment the count. If it is not, I will initialize into my map. Great. So pairs is basically used as the number of shoes that we had found which is valid, which means like 7 left, we have 2 shoes, 7 left, and 7 right, we have 2 shoes, which means in total we have 4 shoes, which is creating 2 pairs of shoes. I hope you got it. Okay, 1 shoe of each pair create 1 pair. So 2 pairs of each size will create 2 pairs. That's it, that I am doing. So till now, what I will do is, I will iterate over my map. Map stores everything like 7 left, then 7 R, then 8 left, then 8 R. Like this, map will store each and occurrence of the sizes that we have processed just now. Great. So what it will do, firstly, it will fetch the key. I am doing is, firstly, I will fetch the key. If the key is of left, how I am fetching this left? By using -1. Fine, -1 is the very last element. So we'll fetch the last element. If it is left, then I will find the corresponding right. Is that right is existing? So what I will do, I will create a new it. I will do that, remove this, and I need this 7 and append the right variable into that so that it will create the corresponding right shoe of 7 size. And I will find this in my map. So see what I am doing is, if value in store, if it is exist, because there will be a case where your shoe size won't be there. So you just need to ignore the case. So if it is exist, then simple, pair plus is equals to min of store of key and store of val, means min of 7 left and min of 7 right, whatever is the min, which means the valid number of shoes we can find. So pairs is doing is, it is finding a number of shoes. And in the last, what I am doing, the number of shoes divided by 2 will give us the number of pairs that the man can form, the valid pairs, number of shoes that he had after processing all the shoes. Fine. I hope you understand this solution. It is very easy solution. Now, for the else case, you can see, if I have found the right shoes, right leg shoes, then I will find the left leg shoes by removing the right symbol like 7 right. I am removing this and appending the left icon to the size. Then I am finding into the store. If it is there, it is good. I am taking the minimum of it, and in the last divided by 2 will give me the valid pairs. I hope you got this. The time complexity is also good. The time complexity is order of n because we are traversing over each and every shoes one time, and the space complexity is order of 1 because I am not using any other extra. I am using, sorry for the inconvenience, I am using map here. So space complexity would be order of n. Fine. So let's move to the C++ code. You can see the C++ code. The C++ code states int n, we are taking the input of n, unordered map, string int store. Great. We are taking the input, we are initializing the map so that we can put all the shoe size into it. Now, as we are iterating, we know the number of size of the shoes that we are gonna get, like 10 shoes I will get. So I am iterating over the shoes, and unless all the shoes has been received by the map, we will start our loop again and again till 10. Fine, till n. And If it is been existed, please increment the count. If it is not, then just initialize it. You can use any of the stuff that you need, but here I am trying to do from the root, not I'm using any of the modules, so that if you get error, you should know how to rectify all that. Okay, so int pairs would be auto IT. Okay, I'm doing it the same thing, creating the opposite pair. If opposite pair exists in this, then take the min of that. Or how you are creating it? By just removing the last element and appending the opposite location or opposite pair. That's it. If it is right, we are appending left. If it is left, we are appending right. That's it. Pretty easy, guys. I have specifically discussed about how you can see whether your code is working or not in TCS NQT. Please have a look over the slot 1 3rd of May video. I have talked about extensively about how to catch the error, if your input has not been taken by the compiler. Every worst case have been discussed. Please have a look over it. Fine. So let's move to the Java code. So Java is also the same. We are initializing our for loop and putting the shoes into it. If it does not exist, please initialize it as 0 and increment it by 1. If it is existed, then please increment the value by 1. And similar to here, we are creating the opposite pair, opposite string, creating the opposite string and searching into the store. If it is existed, then please take a min of that so that we can find the number of valid pair shoes. I hope you got this. This was a very easy, just you need to think much, but I have taught you now how to think. Just firstly, if you're not able to solve the question, try to think as a layman, like without, if I tell you don't write code, you just think how you can solve it. Okay, I can solve it if we just need to club together and we just need to separate things, and I am good to go. Same thing, just write it in the code. Your code will work. As you can see in this video, whatever I've taught, I've directly written the same stuff. So let's move to the next problem. Next problem states, in a company, there are employees and their efficiency given in array. Okay, so this array is an efficiency of each and every employee. So it can be negative. Guys, if they are giving specifically, so you need to think about the edge and the boundary cases. Fine. So you need to find the maximum efficiency of 3 employees. Okay, so we need to find the 3 employees, which means either n should have at least 3 length, or the answer would be -1, because we need to take the efficiency of 3 employees. Okay, so we need to maximize the efficiency. If you have watched my one shot, you might have got the approach how you can just start writing code of this question, because it's a similar kind of question that I have taught, where I have told how to find the maximum product of a subarray. Fine. Now, efficiency of 3 employees will be calculated by multiplying their individual efficiency from the given array. Great. So, basically, I need to find the maximum product of the total number of efficiency and return it. Okay. And it should be of 3 length subarray. Great. So, if we need maximum, first thing should strike to you is just find the largest number present in the array, and it will give you the maximum. In this case, we need 3, so we need 3 largest number. Okay, so how we get the largest number? Just sort it. Either you write a loop for 3 times and get the largest, but the good approach would be sort the particular array. Then the array will look like -8, -2, 1, 3, 4. Yes, then what you need to do is just last 3 value will be definitely largest value in the array. Just take it. Like I will take n1, n2, n3. The last 3 value will be array of n-1, array of n-2, array of n-3. That's it. We got the largest 3 value, and just multiply it. You will get the maximum product. But here's the trick. Because of this easiness, they have told you we are giving the negative also. Now, negative numbers, if 2 negative numbers club together, if you find the product and one of the negative number is the largest negative number, means minus of 1000, it is very less as on the number line, but it's a very largest number if you multiply with a negative number again, because negative would be positive. Negative, if you multiply negative, it will give you positive. Fine. So you don't need to ignore this also. So okay, so what will be the total number of case in this question? case would be either the answer would be positive, positive, it will give you the largest efficiency of 3 employees, or try to find the 2 negative numbers and multiply it by positive, you will get the largest definitely. If you not get the largest also, then this case will take over this case. Fine. If it is minus, let's say it is not -2, it is 2, then you just return this answer. Fine. If it is minus, then you will get the highest, because in this case, how it is getting highest is, if you calculate this 3, this 3 would be 1 into 3 into 4, it will be 12. Okay, I got the 12 for all positive integers, for positive maximum integers of the 3 employees. And if I take the negative number, so -8 into -2 into 4 will give me 64. Give me 64 and is the answer, and it's a way larger than this. So I hope you got the approach how you can solve this question. Let's move to the code. So code is also very easy, very few lines of code. You can see Python, C++ and Java. I will teach each and every language in this video. If you need the snippets of these codes, then please head over the description. I have given the link of the GitHub. You can find all the codes there. Great. So n is the input where I am taking the length of the array, and array will store each and every array elements by space separated format if it is in space separated format. In the previous slot video, which is slot 1 of 3rd May, in that video I have taught you what if they give you input as this, as square bracket included and the values are comma separated, okay, as well as if the values are space separated. Okay, so I have covered both the cases. Please have a look over that video so that you won't miss any of the case if your code is not working on the TCS NQT compiler. So here I am storing the max 3 elements from the last. I am taking the first 2 elements from the array and I am multiplying it and getting the max of it. That's it. Max of positive employees, 2 negative, and the highest largest number possible in the array. Fine, because employee 1 would be the largest possible number present in the array. That's it. Multiplying 2 negative number with the largest number will give you the largest number, and employee 1, 2, 3 is the positive. So whatever gives me the maximum number, I will take it and print it. That's it. The approach is pretty good and easy. The time complexity would be order of n log n, because we are using sorting here, and space complexity is order of 1 because we are not using any space rather than the input, because question taught us or question asked us to create an array to process it. Okay, so and the Java code is also very easy. You are initializing the scanner class. And int n would be the n where we are storing the length, taking the array, processing over the array, sort the array, taking the input into the array, sort the array, took 3 maximum value, took 2 negative values, and just finding the max among them by product between all the 2 types of conditions for positive 1 from the negative 1. The code is pretty easy, guys. It's not a big task if you have figured out how to write what is the logic behind the code. And I hope you are also thinking that the second question is pretty easy as compared to the first question, because it's a straightforward question. Same question, this type of question I have covered in my array type of video, which is 2 hours. Please have a look. So int n, similarly, take the size of an input, the size of an array, initializing the array, taking the input of the array, sorting it, maximum case, minimum case, getting the product of maximum case, generating the product of negative case, took the max of them and just printed. If you are watching this video and you liked it, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and put anything in the comment. Good video, right video, anything, any feedback and your doubts. I'm happy to see that and respond you back. So I will meet you with a new video soon.